Hey, it's Cliff, and I bought a new Ledger Nano X, so I figured I could kind of do like a unboxing, show you what it looks like, explain a little bit of what it does, and especially if you haven't seen one of these before, and why you should purchase something like this to secure your crypto. So, first thing I want to say is Ledger did not send this to me. I bought this with my own money, so of course I'm going to say anything that I want about this that could possibly be negative, but to be completely honest, I'm a few products deep in purchasing their products and they've been great. So I really have no complaints, but I just want to throw it out there that I bought this. They didn't send it to me. I don't have any money coming in from them. I don't even have a referral link for you to buy one in my description. So just giving you a heads up. Now, one thing I do want to say, if you are going to buy one of these, it's really important that when you first get it, you can see it's sealed. You kind of want to like definitely look it over, see if it's been tampered with in any way. But of course, consider even if it is sealed, someone still could have wrapped this again. So it's really important that if you're going to buy one of these, I would suggest you just buy it through the Ledger website. You know, some people want to go on Amazon and pick one of these up. And the bad thing about that is somebody could have opened it up previously. They could have the seed phrase and they wrapped it back up and they're just waiting for you to start putting money on this device. And next thing you know, all your money's gone. So if I have a suggestion, and probably the number one thing that I can say in this video is please just buy this from Ledger. Like why take the risk? It's really not that much cheaper to buy it off of Amazon or wherever else you would get something like this, eBay. Just buy it outright. But yeah, so first thing, just to kind of tell you what this does, and I don't want to get too deep in this because this is some nerdy shit, and as you all know, I'm pretty nerdy, so I can get deep with it, but I know it's going to bore a lot of people. So basically, for basic cybersecurity, it comes down to authentication, and that's what this is providing. So for cybersecurity, there's three, some people would say four forms of authentication. You have something you know, which would be like a password or a PIN, something you have, which would be like this physical device. This is something I have, but it could also be like a credit card, a debit card, something like that. Or the last one being something you are, which that would be like a retinal scan, maybe a fingerprint scan, you know, something like that. And some people would also consider somewhere you are. I wouldn't say that's really an official form of authentication, but it seems to be something new that is coming up and being added to a lot of cybersecurity literature. So throw it out there just so you're ready. And just to kind of throw something out there that would be like, say you log into your Gmail account from a different computer and they send you a text to your phone. They're like, oh, this IP address is, you know, completely different because you're logging in somewhere, you know, not where you're normally logging in. They'll send you a message saying, hey, did you log in? You know, is this actually you? And you have to confirm on your phone, like, yeah, that's me. So that is considered another form of authentication, somewhere you are, through like geolocation or something like that. But just to kind of give you that rundown, I don't want to go too deep into the nerdiness because I know people usually don't care about that. They just want to know, is this secure? It's definitely secure. But to give you the Investopedia definition, it says Ledger's hardware wallet are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. Conducting transactions using cryptocurrency requires the use of cryptographic private keys, but these keys, which are generally stored online, are susceptible to theft and attacks. So essentially what this is saying, if you have this device, you can unplug it and you're taking with it your private key. Your private key is what you're using for that authentication that I mentioned. So that something you have, that's this, you're taking it offline. Generally, nobody will have access to your private keys because they don't have this. So that's essentially how it's protecting you. And also it has something you know because there's a PIN setting as well in here. And yeah, keeps you secure. So I definitely suggest if you don't have something like this, probably want to buy one because it definitely will help you sleep better at night. And just to kind of show you what Ledger has to offer, This is their Nano S, which I actually do have one of them. This was actually my first ledger device right here. It's the Nano S, which is it's a great starter ledger if you're really looking for one. I would definitely suggest it. I bought mine many years ago, but just looking at their website now, it looks like they come in different colors, so that's kind of cool. And even this last one here is like transparent, so if that's your thing. Definitely look into it. Maybe buy one. They are quite a bit cheaper than the Nano X. So it looks like they're running $59 right now, but a lot of times you can find somebody with like an affiliate code and they'll give you 10-20% off. So definitely check that out if you know anybody. Looks like they're also working on a Nano S Plus, so maybe you want to wait for something like that. Looks like the improvement to that is going to be a bigger screen, more memory. Doesn't really, it's not out yet, so there's not a price point, so I don't know what the difference is or if it's even worth upgrading, because honestly, like, the screen on this one, the Nano S, yeah, it's tiny, but it's not like you're not like gaming or watching TV on it. You're inputting your PIN and signing transactions, so it's not really that big of a deal to me. But the limiting factor of these Nano X's is that the memory on them is very small. So as you can see here, you can only install up to 3 apps. And what the apps are in these is just basically different cryptocurrency wallets that you're gonna put on here. So with this, you can only have 3 cryptocurrencies. Now it doesn't limit you in the amount of each cryptocurrencies that you're putting on here, but you can only have 3 different kinds. So it's cheaper for a reason. You might want to go something like this, just in case maybe you have multiple types of cryptocurrencies. You are someone who likes to diversify a lot. I definitely suggest, if you have the money, getting something like this. But as you can see, the S is $59 and the X is about $150. So you're going to pay quite a bit more. But for the X, you can install up to 100 apps on this. So that's going to be plenty for most people. And also, this has Bluetooth on it. So if you want to use this with your phone, that's kind of convenient. You can hook it up to your phone and do transactions from there, where something like this, the S, you actually have to use this cable with it. You hook it in here and it goes, USB. But for some people, maybe that's inconvenient. For me, not really a big deal. I can use my desktop or whatever, my laptop, but I don't know, they have the option for this, Bluetooth, and maybe your computer, you want to use it, Bluetooth, could be cool. So if you want to go wireless, go with this one. But yeah, that's pretty much the too long didn't read of what these do and what you should get them. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up and see what it looks like. Let's see how to open it. Fancy, right? Take it out. My last ledger had like a book in it where you can write down your seed phrase. So I definitely thought that was pretty cool. Actually, this has a couple. So you see, it comes with these. Actually, it has 3 with it. So you will get a seed phrase. Basically, that is just a bunch of words that you're gonna write down here, and say you lose it, like I already did. I just lost it. Here it is. Say you lose this, you can't physically access it. Well, if you still have your seed phrase stored somewhere, you can pull this out, and you could buy another ledger, and then just input the seed phrase onto the new ledger, and you'll be able to get all your crypto back. So when you buy one of these, it's really important that you write down the seed phrase. Really important. And honestly, there's probably better ways than this than to store your seed phrase. I know people will get like 10 metal sheets and they'll like punch it in there, that kind of thing. However you want to do it, doesn't matter. Just it's really important that you write this down or whatever in some way and keep your seed phrase. And also never give this away. Whatever you do, like there's a lot of scammers out there that are going to be looking for these words. They're going to try and trick you into giving this kind of stuff away. Never give away your seed phrase. So just keep it safe. That is really important to securing your crypto. So it looks like not only is this one Bluetooth, but they gave me a cable as well. So pretty convenient. Yeah. So the process is really simple. I don't think I'm going to go through the whole process of setting this up on this one, as most people are pretty tech savvy and they can do that on their own. One thing I didn't show you guys, the Nano S, their buttons are on the side like this, but it looks like the Nano X uses these two here. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, you can see it. Hit these two buttons, so that's actually a little bit nicer, a little bit better feel. But yeah, I'm probably not going to go through setting this up. It's really easy to do. You're basically just going to install their Ledger Live software, and it'll walk you through it. It's pretty easy. It'll take you through getting your seed phrase. It'll tell you that you need to write it down, save it on these bad boys here, and then you should be good to go. So definitely suggest you getting one of these, or even the cheaper model. Just get something to secure your cryptos, especially if you're working on like DeFi cryptos that are a little bit more shady. This will help a lot for signing transactions, just to give you a little bit more peace of mind. It's definitely worth the investment. If you have any questions about this, or if you do want to see a Ledger Live setup, just let me know and I'll extend this video and make another one. But that's pretty much all I got for it. So like I said, if you got any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to answer. And thank you for watching.